Welcome back to Daytime Auto. We're talking a lot of healthcare on the show today, which is great. As you probably heard, the media has had a lot of attention on healthcare, certainly throughout the pandemic, and talking about those frontline workers. And then, of course, the industry has suffered a lot of burnout, has seen a lot of people, of course, leave the industry in general. And that's why things like this next fair is so incredibly important, because it brings to the table many of the things that seniors are looking for. And I'm talking about the Seniors Health Fair. It's happening on May the 6th. Here to tell us more about it, I'm joined by Catherine Community Relations Manager at Affinity Health. Welcome. Great to have you here, Catherine. Before we get to the fair itself, this is sort of a collaboration, right?
That's
between
right.
yourselves. So tell me about that collaboration.
Right. So Affinity Health is where I work, as you mentioned, and we are co-hosting this event with Here Canada.
Okay.
So I've known Pamela from Here Canada for maybe 5 years, and we wanted to put on this health fair because we've noticed that seniors really there's a lot of needs out there, right? And they don't always address them. So we thought that it would be good to make a one-stop shop and bring all our friends from like the world of seniors together in one place and make it a complimentary event. And so, so we didn't do it because of the pandemic, but now we're able to.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do it.
Yeah, it's a great idea. So tell me a little bit more about Affinity Health, where you work. What do you provide?
Right. So we are a nurse-managed, accredited home care agency.
Okay.
And we're all across Ottawa. We're mobile. And so it's for people that want to remain at home safely and independently with some help.
Right.
So we have personal support workers, nurses, companions, home support workers that go into the home, depending on what the needs are, and we go and provide the service. So we could go into a private home, retirement home, or long-term care home.
Really?
So we go into wherever they are, we will go.
And it's great because Wendy talked about it. Actually, we had somebody on the show yesterday that's, providing meals, frozen meals, so that people can, stay at home and they don't have to go somewhere, and maybe they can't prepare meals as well as they used to. So I think we're seeing more and more people are finally getting it, that seniors want to stay at home in the place where they love to be.
That's right. That's right.
You mentioned Here Canada, I imagine. Pretty self-explanatory.
Hearing. People with hearing impairments.
Right.
Hearing aids, that sort of thing.
Let's talk about the fair itself. So what can people expect? What makes it, who have you brought together? What sort of topics and products have you brought together?
So it's on Saturday, May the 6th, from 10 in the morning until 3 p.m.
Okay.
And we've brought together, so Here Canada, they're going to be doing hearing health checks.
Okay.
Affinity Health, so our nurse Kelly is going to be doing blood pressure checks and oxygen saturation checks. And then AIM Fitness is doing mobility and balance assessments with Meg Stickle.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we know Meg.
You might know Meg.
Of course,
she's famous. Exactly. And then Susan Alsenbach, she's a nutritionist, registered, and she's going to be helping people with maybe weight loss or diabetes management.
Okay.
And then we have the Outreach Dental Care Group. So it's Trish O'Neill, dental hygienist. So she'll be doing dental care assessments. And then Red Dot, personal alarm, like safety.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So they're going to help people, because if you fall, and you can press the buzzer. And, yeah. And then Sports 4. So it's foot gait assessment and footwear consultants. So they're going to look at, they specialize with people that have foot issues, maybe like plantar fasciitis, bunions, that sort of thing. So they'll find the right shoe that you can put an orthotic in and whatever it is that they need.
You had mentioned, Catherine, that because of the pandemic, you couldn't put this on. Had you put it on before the pandemic, or is this the first time you're bringing it together?
We're doing it. Yeah, so we're very excited that it's actually coming to fruition, right?
Yeah.
Like we're able to do this. So and the unique feature about us is that people are going to have like a dedicated 15-minute time block with whichever service provider they want to meet.
Oh,
they
really?
can meet one, or they can meet 7.
I see.
The choice is theirs. And they'll have a private room. They'll sit with them, confidential, because usually at trade shows, it's a big gym.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you kind of hear people talking. But this is actually private. So
yeah, and you're talking about some very personal things, right? I mean, you just described some things that maybe you don't want to shout off the rooftops and let everybody else in the room, what you want to talk about to a professional healthcare worker. Is part of the reason you put this together yourself and Pamela, you said it was?
Yep.
Was it feedback from seniors? You
Yeah.
know, through a lot of your staff going in and saying, hey, you know what, I have seniors and there's perhaps things that I can't help them with. How do we bring resources together?
Exactly. So exactly that. So I also help with case management sometimes too. And so I see clients and I hear what their needs are. And we obviously are home care, but we need to kind of work together in the community. So that's why we partner with lots of different companies or nonprofits, and we get the services that they need, right? So so we definitely, it's based on that, and we want to kind of give back to the seniors, right?
Yeah.
And just and it's easy. You have to just give us a call and sign up and.
Yeah, and we brought that number up. The number's right there, actually, on the screen right there right now, 1-866-545-9878, and the email address is there as well. So do you have to pre-register for those 15-minute? Okay.
Space is limited.
Okay.
Because there's only, from 10 to 3, 15-minute time blocks.
Right.
So please register, and there's store prizes.
Oh, excellent. What have you got? Can you tease us with a couple?
It's a surprise.
Okay. The mystery involved in all of this, Catherine. Again, this is happening at, it's being hosted on May the 6th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it is at Here Canada Clinic. That's at Bank and Walkley.
That's right. It's 1800 Bank Street.
1800
and there's
Bank Street.
free parking, like lots and lots.
Okay.
And it's wheelchair accessible. It's on the ground floor.
Fantastic.
So it's very easy to get into.
Yeah, I mean, incredibly important because people that have mobility issues, they certainly want to make it an opportunity for them to get in and out. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.?
10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yep.
Fantastic. Catherine, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can find out more information, as I said, by calling that 1-866 number, and we brought that email address up on the screen. We'll be back with more right after this.